Hello, Sarah of SEK Handmade here, and today I'm going to share with you how to float your yarn when working crochet colorwork. Let's go! When you're changing colors in Crochet Colorwork, you can either trap the yarn that you aren't using under the color you're currently working with, or you can float it behind the color work. I personally love floating the color behind because there's less chance for it to peek out in the sections where it's not being used. The wrong side of the fabric isn't as smooth a look, but I think it has a really cool texture in its own. You can see all of the lines where the black yarn was floated behind the bright colors there. And since this is the wrong side of the fabric, nobody's gonna see it anyways. All right, let's talk about what supplies you need. For this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use 2 colors of a bulky weight yarn. This is just practice, so you can use whatever weight yarn you're comfortable with. Generally speaking, for working color work, you tend to want to go up a size or 2 from the hook size you would normally use, just because the center single crochet tends to be a little bit of a tight stitch, especially if you are a tight stitcher. While I might normally go up even a little bit higher, I'm going to go ahead and use a K 10.5 6.5 millimeter hook for this. To get set up for this tutorial, I've created a little swatch of waistcoat stitch. I'll go ahead and drop the tutorial in here so that if you need a reminder of how to do that, or if you've never done it before, you can head over there real quick and then bounce back over here. If you would like to learn the technique of trapping the yarn underneath, I have another video for that and I'll link it here so you can go check that out. All right, I'm ready to change my colors here. If you haven't watched my video of how to change colors in Crochet Colorwork, I'll link that here as well so that you can go back and watch that first. All right, so I'm going to join my new color, and then when I float my colors behind, I simply drop the color that I'm not using and work my stitches in the fabric without holding on to my other color. You can see the gray is all the way back there. So then when I'm ready to use my new color, I'm going to drop the color I'm currently using. I'm going to pick up the other color, and you can see it's going to travel behind all of the stitches there. You just want to be careful not to yank on that too tight because it can definitely pucker your stitches. A little looser is better than a little tighter. And then I'm just going to work some stitches in my new color. Again, you can see, left my golden yarn here behind. You can see how the gray floated across the back. And now if I'm ready to change colors, I'm going to drop my gray, pick up my gold. Again, it will travel across the back, and pick that up again. And you just go back and forth just like that. So that's what the front of the fabric looks like, nice and clean. And the back of the fabric has those little floats behind. Pro tip, I have a great little tool called a Norwegian thimble that is really helpful to speed up your color work. Once you get a hang of it, go ahead and check out that video too, because it will make your color work super speedy. This is one of my most favorite techniques for keeping your color work looking super smooth and professional. I can't wait to see the amazing crochet color work you do. I'd love it if you would like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any other tutorials or videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you check out all of my tutorials on crochet color work to help you have the very best time working crochet color work. Thank you again for joining me today, and happy crafting!